and he has named them all after significant people, let's say, in the show. And that, for whatever reason, just got me in the gut. It hurt. I really felt that so much.
What did it feel like for you stepping into the booth, knowing that this was the closing chapter of My Hero Academia?
It was a good feeling, specifically that you said walking into the booth to record it, because I didn't think I in my heart, I didn't think All Might was going to make it as far as he did. So the fact that I am walking in to record him during this last season, it's not some flashback, was a remarkable moment to me. I couldn't believe the direction they took with him. Would never have imagined they would have taken the course that they did, and what a beautiful course they did take. It was such a cool thing, especially with the cliffhanger that you were left with last season. I'll leave a little vague for people who haven't completely caught up yet, but it's a bittersweet feeling knowing that it's coming to a close, but it's nice to know that it's coming to a close in a really satisfying way, instead of for lingering on for years longer than it needs to.
It's really, it's been kind of a gradual thing. I don't think there was really an aha moment for me going, oh my gosh, this is huge. But just to see how it has just taken over and dominated and really helped shape this entire industry. Back when I started doing anime in '97, nobody knew what it was. And to see what it is now, where it's like everybody knows what it is.
I feel like anime in some ways was big all along. It's just it became more socially acceptable to tell everybody you were watching it. Like there's this 6'5" massive linebacker looking voice actor by the name of Ray Hurd. I'm sure he does something in My Hero Academia, but that guy talks about
Selkie.
Yes. Okay. He talks about how he was secretly, watching all the anime and not telling his teammates that he was watching every episode of this and that. I hear that every time I think about the growth of anime. Like, how many people are actually watching anime versus how many people are just saying they watch it now?
I grew up as a fan of a lot of anime in general, and if I would try to tell my parents, hey, let's watch this show, it's really cool, their eyes would roll into the back of their heads. Now I meet so many people, it's like I got my whole family to watch this show. We do it every week. It's our new kind of ritual that we've built together. That's super cool. And it ties into this core theme of the show that it's like we are stronger together. And you're more than just the sum of our parts. I think that it's been amazing to see how now the things that I really admired growing up, to be a small part of why it's so cool right now it's really cool.
How have you personally grown alongside your character?
Oh, man. I mean, my whole life is different than it was back in those days. I think the only thing that is still the truth right now, or that's still the same, is that my dog is still with me. But I live in a completely different place. I'm married now. My whole life is completely different, and it's kind of funny because as I think about the many seasons that we've gotten to do for My Hero Academia, like each season kind of bookmarks certain events of my life, and the seasons and the movies and everything, they always seem to slot in around the time that something was happening. And so I have these kind of core memories tied to those particular seasons and scenes and whatnot. And so to see Bakugo grow so much over the course of the show and, go from being, this guy who's really just out for himself in the beginning, to become someone who is concerned for others and truly more embodying what it means to be a hero, and just growing into the person that he gets to be, while I have been growing, in my adult life, has been just a wild experience.
I think the sheer number of times I've probably heard Plus Ultra in the past 10 years is unfathomable. They have really, they've definitely infected my life and my state of mind. That being said, I really think that what's so cool about having all this time with the show is that we've gotten to sort of root for Deku and all of our favorite characters over the years so much, and we've all sort of grown up with them. So to have that sort of collective sort of positivity and getting to root for these characters as they go all these years, and now to this big, huge, epic finale, that's just been really special to me.
It is a wild thing, because I don't feel like I've been doing this job long enough to be having people tell me that they grew up watching the show I'm on. But that is what's happening, because if someone was 9 years old when the show came out and they've been watching it since then, they're 18 now. And so that it's just unbelievable and crazy that way. Like, I've been meeting fans who have kids now that they were, in high school or middle school when the show began, and they've just had their first child or something, and they're still watching the show. And so to kind of see the series become something sort of generational, that it was something that was a constant in their life, for all these years, is very touching. And I mean, I would like to think that I could speak for all of us, that we take that very, very seriously, and we recognize how much these stories and these characters mean to the fans, and we always go into the booth and give it our absolute best, as a means of giving them what they want and seeing the resolution and the conclusions that they are owed and deserved for being with us on this journey this entire time.
I'm just excited to see and just to see what happens. And there's so many, what I think of what's so great about this story overall is there really are so many different ways you could explore different, offshoots and different characters specifically. I have no idea if that's going to happen or not. I mean, that, it certainly don't tell me anything, but I just think it's got such rich characters and a rich story that there's really, kind of no end to what the possibilities are. And I think that's also one of the attributes and one of the reasons that it's such a powerful show and powerful property to begin with.
Most people know, at least because they've seen a preview or so, that All Might does still exist at this point. But there's a moment during his fight at the end of last season, going into this season, where he starts calling out his attack names, and he has named them all after significant people, let's say, in the show. And that, for whatever reason, just got me in the gut. It hurt. I really felt that so much. Because as All Might admits, and this, as anyone who's watched the show, he finally does admit that Midoriya has been his inspiration this whole time. And the fact that he has named all of these really cool moves after all of his students, and he's using technology that, it's kind of a deep cut, is built by his best friend's daughter, right? If you think about the fact that Hercules, the automobile, is actually designed by Dave and his daughter provides the voice for the AI that's inside the car. It's all comes together for All Might, but it's not a self-serving thing. He's dedicating this to all of these students that he's fostered, and that have inspired him along the way. They just murdered it. It was incredible. They didn't murder All Might. They murdered the ending.